Hey you guys, good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm working at home for a little while now. I miss you guys and I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to try and stay on track here. Still planning on A Day to have your Chapter 1 test on Thursday and B Day have your test on Friday. Follow through that study guide, use that to help you study. I'll put together a Kahoot for you or quizzes, and I should have that available for you guys to access and study off of. Okay, so I really kind of wanted to wrap up the chapter for you guys. Chapter 1 is super short, and your test will be the same. It will not be very long. You're going to have several multiple choice questions. You're going to have some short answer questions, not essays, but just short answers, explanations, that sort of thing. But it's fairly short and it's not going to take you very long. This chapter doesn't have very much info. Okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about wrapping up this chapter, some what we call unifying themes in biology, or some common themes that you will see all throughout biology. And the first one is that life consists of literally a system of related parts. It's like all of these parts connected together make up the organization of the biosphere. So first of all, atoms, that's the very first level. Atoms linked together make up molecules. Molecules linked together will make up the things that make up cells. If you take a whole bunch of cells and you link those together, you're going to get groups of cells, or you are going to get tissues and organs organ systems. Organ system, or a system in general, is an organized, let me see here, organized group of related parts that interact to form a whole. So for instance, the circulatory system is considered to be a system. And there's a lot of parts to make up that whole system. So you have the heart, or heart cells, you've got the heart muscle, you've got valves, you've got arteries in your veins. So all of these related parts make up the entire system. So groups of cells are going to make up tissues, tissues make up organs, organs make up organ systems. So circulatory system, excretory system, respiratory system, those are some that you may be familiar with. Okay, after we're talking about groups of cells, all of these groups of cells or tissues, organs, and organ systems make up an entire organism. Many organisms together make up what we call a population of group of organisms of one type. A community, so populations make up a community. A community are several populations that live in the same area. And then, of course, an ecosystem is the community and its non-living surroundings. So these are the levels of organization within the biosphere. And this is what you're going to see. This is one theme that you're going to see all throughout biology. I would like for you guys to watch this video, and I will upload it with this video on a different link for you guys to watch. But please make sure you watch that. Okay, so a few more unifying themes in biology. Okay, so the next two unifying themes that you're going to find in biology are, the first one is structure and function are related. So what something does is very much related to the shape of the structure. I've got two pictures right here. This picture is a picture of a protein, or what we call a biological enzyme, and or a biological catalyst, which is an enzyme. And then this is a nerve cell. So a protein's shape is very important as to what chemical reaction it will speed up or it will start. So the shape of the protein or the enzyme, which is a biological catalyst, and catalysts start or speed up chemical reactions. The shape of it is very important because it literally is like a puzzle piece that fits with the chemical reaction that it speeds up. So the shape of it is very, very important to what it does. The next one, the nerve cell. So the shape of a nerve cell allows it to send nerve impulses to other cells. So a nerve cell has a very unique structure to it. Most cells are just round or oval or kind of rectangular shape, but a nerve cell has a very specific shape to it because of its function. It has this long tail and these structures right here that are going to go ahead and relay information and impulses to other cells. So an underlying theme or unifying theme is in biology, the structure of something is definitely related to what it does or what its function is. Another unifying theme is organisms maintain homeostasis. You're going to find this all throughout biology. Homeostasis is a maintenance of constant internal conditions in an organism. So in our bodies function on a very unique temperature or temperature range, pH range. So these different ranges and these different chemical reactions and things that are going on in our body have to maintain like a good working system. So if something goes wrong in the system, then what we have is we have what we call a negative feedback system or a positive feedback system. So these feedback systems are kind of like checks in our homeostasis. Like if one thing goes up, then something else is going to release a hormone or release a chemical to help the thing that goes up go back down again. Something that's really that you guys might relate to is blood sugar regulation. So if you're diabetic or hypoglycemic or hyperglycemic, thermal regulation, so keeping a internal, like a good internal body temperature. So if your temperature gets too high, then one of the feedback systems that helps to regulate that and get your temperature down is sweating. That's one thing that would help if your internal temperature goes up, as sweating would be something that would help control that. So that's homeostasis. The next two unifying themes are evolution and adaptation. So all organisms evolve or change over time, or some organisms in a species evolve and adapt, and they evolve and they adapt better genetic traits than others, and that allows them to survive and pass on those favorable traits and adaptations. A really good example is Charles Darwin, his finches. Turns out there were several different types of finches, but there were long-beaked finches and some curved-beaked finches. The long-beaked finches really survived in one particular area to eat like insects and very, very small organisms. And then the finches with curved beaks, they survived by eating fruits. And so one species or one type of finch was much more successful in one environment versus the other. And those differences in beaks come from evolution and adaptation and changes in genetic material or mutations. Our last unifying theme in biology is unity and diversity. So again, as we look through and we study biology for the rest of the semester, you're going to see that even though there's great diversity, there's always a unity or there's a connection between different organisms. So for example, humans and bacteria, very different. Bacteria are unicellular, humans are multicellular, of course, way more complex than bacteria, yet we both function, or we both have for genetic material DNA and RNA. So even though there's great diversity amongst organisms, there is also a lot of unity or a lot of similarity. And that's it. That wraps up this chapter. Again, I'm going to have some videos for you to watch, not only the one that I pointed out from the first slide right here, but I've got 2 more videos I want you to go ahead and watch that I failed to show you the last time I saw you guys. Take care, and I will see you soon.